going on, y'all? It's your girl, Danii Go, and welcome to the Gold Spot Podcast. So, I have two very special guests here with me today. One is a music connoisseur, hip hop analyst, entrepreneur, and he's the creator of Sidebar Hip Hop and Sidebar Media. I also have another guest. He's an entrepreneur, he's the creator of Swoop Services, and he's even a part-time comedian. So please welcome to the Gold Spot Podcast, Pate and Terrell Johnson. What's going on, y'all?
What's going on, Bree?
What up, what up, what up, though?
How are y'all feeling today?
I'm cool. I'm chilling. How you feeling?
No complaints, How y'all feel about this temperature drop in St. Louis? Because I had a whole attitude yesterday when the
I'm not
dropped.
really feeling it's something about it that ain't clicking right with me this year. Like, I'm usually cool with the cold weather because I'm a big dude, but like this year, I just ain't really feeling it. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's just I don't like it this year.
Yeah, it's not sexy. It is a good time for big dudes, though.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Fat niggas winning right now. All the ladies want somebody to cuddle with and keep them warm with at night.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been like this for me all year, though. So,
oh, okay.
Let's put that out there. But this is the time where our stock rises a little bit, though.
Okay. All right, then. Well, talk your shit then. So since I have y'all both here, I'll be bouncing my questions back and forth. So for starters, you both are young Black entrepreneurs. Terrell, you're the creator of the ride sharing service Swoop, and John, you're the creator of just Sidebar overall, Sidebar Hip Hop and Sidebar Media. Terrell, what made you want to create or start Swoop? Like, what inspired that vision for you?
So there's a couple of reasons that made me start Swoop, but the main reasons that made me start Swoop is me and John grew up in Berkeley. You know what I'm saying? So like how that is right now, or at least after I got a car and got mobile, I'll ride past on some days. You know, you had them days where you want to reminisce real quick a couple times. So I'll ride back through the hood and I see people pushing grocery carts, or like, when you pull up to the house from grocery shopping, you try to make it all in one trip and you got a million bags in each hand. People was walking down the street like that. So I'm like, dang, man, if only they had a ride, man. If only they had a ride. So eventually I ended up creating Swoop with intentions of giving back to the community somehow, whether it's providing rides or donations. And mainly I've been providing a lot of free rides because that's how I see I can give back. But so it's mostly like to give back to the community, and because I feel like that's something that's missing. Because Uber and Lyft or any other competitor be having us fucked up when they be charging these prices. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, if I can create the same concept at a higher quality but lower price for my peoples, then we in there. So that's my main motivation with that.
So speaking of Lyft and Uber, besides the price difference, what makes your service different from theirs?
A whole lot. We got a whole lot of differences. One, you can pay cash. You know what I'm saying? Two, if you drunk and you can't drive home, we'll come get you and your car home safely. Not a tow truck, like we'll literally drive it for you. You know what I'm saying? And you can ride passenger in your car and we take it home. You can also hire a personal chauffeur or driver throughout the year or on a designated night. So like you and your girls go out and y'all want to have a designated driver, you know what I'm saying, for a certain amount of hours. We got you. If you moving and you need somebody to drive you haul truck while you drive your truck, we got you. You know what I'm saying? So in any essence to where you need a driver, we also got you. So we also offer a lot more features, and we a little more modern day type style, you know what I'm saying, more into the music industry with it too, you know what I'm saying? So that's how we differentiate. I say that right? Differentiate.
Differentiate, yes. Yeah, pretty much. We know what you meant. We know what you meant.
That's how we differentiate.
So speaking of music, John, clearly you've had a passion for music for a while due to you starting the Facebook group Sidebar Hip Hop. So in addition to that, you also have your media company. So it's a two-part question. So first, I'll start with, when did your love for music first start for you to even want to start that group, which has over 45,000 members, y'all?
Ow. Okay.
Ow.
The passion started for me. Really was, I think I was like around 11 or so. Like when I first heard the College Dropout. Like when I first heard like Through the Wire and Slow
Mm-hmm.
Jam. Cause like for
Mm-hmm.
me, it bridged the gap between like two different like genres that I was accustomed to growing up. Like my uncle used to listen to like, you know, like Jay-Z, Biggie, Pop, all this stuff that it didn't resonate with me because I was young, so I didn't really understand or appreciate the lyrics. And then on the other side, I spent a lot of time with my grandparents that listened to all these like oldies, like old school R&B, Anita Baker, Luther Vandross, things like that. So then you had Kanye like mesh those two worlds together with the rap and the samples, you know what I mean? So it was like shit, you know what I mean? And it just was like just so pure, and I just loved the sound and the feel of it. So when I first heard Slow Jams, I was like, yo, this is nice, because like it had that Luther Vandross sample that I recognized that, and then the lyrics were like, they were easy to recite, you know what I mean, easy to remember and shit. And my uncle introduced me to that, and it was just like I fell in love with that shit, you know what I mean? I started listening to a lot more Kanye, a lot more Common, Talib Kweli, stuff like that. That's when it started for me, like around that age.
Okay. So you just had this really strong love for it. So how did you push that into you wanting to start the Facebook group versus like having group chats, if you hadn't already, but versus you just having group chats amongst your family and friends, or just having discussions on Black Twitter? What made you say, hey, I'm gonna just start this group?
I used to make posts about like different things in hip hop, like new music videos and new albums, new mixtapes. And I would make these posts on Facebook, and they would get like minimal feedback because nobody was really, it wasn't that many people that was as passionate about hip hop as I was. So I created the group kind of for my own selfish reasons, to try to have these hip hop discussions with people at a high level, you know what I mean? That people that loved it just as much as I did. So I started it and had people, you know, invite other people that they knew that loved hip hop. And it just started to become this thing, like where I have all these people that's like hip hop enthusiasts weighing in, and they're giving, they're bringing opinions to the tables and perspectives to the table that I didn't really even like think about, because I wasn't used to even talking to people, other people at a high level about hip hop. It's just, I've always felt myself like being overly passionate about it, and I'm talking to it with people that's like, oh, okay, whatever. Okay, that's cool. You know, so just to get other people in those conversations that loved it just as much as I did, that was the whole goal for it. You know what I mean? Initially.
Yeah, that boy can talk music. That boy can talk some music, boy. So if you go talk to John about some music, you got to know your stuff. So I bet it was hard trying to find some other people on that level.
Yeah, it was.
Right. Because some people, they have different breakdowns of music. Like, for example, Big Sean, I don't know if you're a Big Sean fan, but Big Sean just dropped his album Detroit 2. So how would you break down that album or compare that album to different albums you've heard from him in the past? So how, like, since you're like this music connoisseur, so how would you rate that album?
Man, to me, I would give it a solid like 8.5 out of 10. Personally, I think it might be his best work thus far that I've heard. He sounded more polished than ever. Like you could tell that he's like he's rapping better than I've ever heard him rap. Like I literally was like listening, I'm like 3 or 4 tracks in, I was like, I stopped it. And the thing is with me, I'm hard to impress musically. It takes some dope shit to really get like a real reaction out of me. I stopped it and I called every nigga I know that really love hip hop. I'm like, bro, you need to listen to this new Shine, bro. This shit is crazy. Like this nigga is rapping, and he sounds more polished than ever. he's been super honest and vulnerable in some of these songs with some of the things he's talking about. The production is incredible. The only thing that I would say I didn't like about it, I don't like albums that are really fucking long. Like, just, I feel like it's such thing as giving people too much music. And it wasn't something like, I didn't listen to it and be like, fuck, when is it over with? But it's still just like, I'm not sure how many tracks. I think it might be like 22 or some shit like that, or it's 20 something tracks.
It's somewhere around there, yeah, it's
something like that. And it's a good listen. That would be my only reason I wouldn't give it like a 9 or a 10, is because I feel like it was a lot of fucking music. It wasn't really that many throwaways, in my opinion. I feel like he made every bar count. All the features on there made sense. I love the interludes when he had the stories from like Dave Chappelle, Erykah Badu, Stevie Wonder. I appreciate shit like that. And I feel like it was just I feel like, I'm not from Detroit, but I feel like that was something that Detroit as a city could be proud of. You know what I mean? Like, because like, not only did he put out a great body of work, but at the biggest level, you know what I mean, at the level he's at, and he had the whole world watching, and he took a moment to put all these Detroit artists on one track together too. I felt like that was like dope as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, he had all these niggas, a lot of niggas I never even heard of before. You know what I mean? That's from Detroit, and they on there rapping, and it gave them a platform. So I could appreciate that too. I think it was a real good album.
Yeah. So, like, for you, Terrell, like you said, he knows music. So, like, what's your level of rating? So, if you heard Big Sean's album, what would be your rating? Like how John just gave this nice analytical breakdown. How would you, not being, I guess, as high up when it comes to rating albums, how would you rate an album like that? Like, oh, I thought it was great. Like, how would you rate that?
I give it like I agree with John. Like, too many songs, too much music on the album, definitely it'll be like a red flag. But I would give it like a 8.9. I think like an 8.9 is fair. Of course, I ain't gonna dissect it as much as John, but when I do dissect it, it's kind of similar a little bit. I can tell that he definitely upped his game on the bars. Have y'all seen that man, Big Sean, with his shirt off, boy?
Bro, what the fuck?
bro.
Well, I mean, I have, and yes, bro, he is something to look at. He is definitely something to look at.
He's became physically fit and mentally fit. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell by what he's saying that his lifestyle is matching up all together, all around the board in a healthier way. Like, bro, this dude.
Hey, you know what it really is, though, bro?
What?
Man, that Janae Aiko box, bro.
Janae Aiko.
You know what that is,
Aiko.
Straight
bro.
Up, bro.
Bro.
I feel like she got that Badu effect on that man.
She got that box. She put that box on him.
Yeah, I think he gonna start looking like a caveman in a minute and just start not caring what he were. Like, y'all think he's gonna get to that level?
He ain't gonna be no 3 stacks like that.
The Andre 3000 level.
I don't know if I can see him doing that, but you could tell by just like how he's talking now, you know what I mean? The music he's making, the things he's saying, from interviews to his music, that whatever they got going on is like, affecting the way that his mind is working now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's working for the better.
And that's like one of the biggest things, like with having the right woman in your life, like for real, it could straight magnify the shit that you already doing. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like a motherfucker. And it all just goes hand in hand. Like you're thinking better, you're eating better, you're doing certain things, and it's affecting his music. Like his music is sounding, like I said, this is his best work in my opinion. Yeah. In my opinion. And it might be the best hip-hop album that's come out this year thus far.
I'm definitely loaded up on captions from his songs, bro.
Oh God.
I'm definitely loaded up on captions, bro.
Yeah, it's a real good album though, bro.
But I feel like, now that I think about it, the album was long because I don't remember the end of it. Like, I remember getting to a certain point, and then I looked at the list. I'm like, oh, I don't think I heard that song or that. Like, it is long, and I don't know. Call me biased, but I think the only person who could really pull that off is Chris Brown, because both of his 45, 52
Oh my
album
God.
songs. You know, he killed it. But I
That's
mean, I don't want to, you know, I still have to fully listen to Big Sean's album, but it's like I keep getting to a point, like I'll repeat it until a certain point, get off the card, and somehow it'll start over again.
Mhm.
So, but I did like it. I'm a big Sean fan just overall. So to me, I'm like, he can't really do no wrong like that just because, you know, he's just a good artist overall.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I have to backtrack because I didn't ask you my two-part question about Sidebar Media Giant. So
Mhm.
what pretty much when did that start? When did like what made you even want to start that? You pretty much shifted from you're shifting from music to like pretty much graphic design. So how did that even
Yeah.
start?
So at first, when I first launched Sidebar Hip Hop as a brand, we were just geared around offering services for artists, for like rappers. So we would do the album covers, we would do promotion for them, just anything that they needed. We would do mixing and mastering, like for the music. It was just like basically a one-stop shop for artists. So we would do the graphic design, and that shit just started to be a lot better than we ever imagined it to be. And then I would have people reach out that's in different industries, like people that, you know, do hair or people that's in real estate, whatever, just in different industries. And they would be like, yo, I need graphics for, you know, what I got going on. You think you can help me with that? And at first I was like, fuck, like we only work with rappers. Like my guys that I got on my team right now only do cover art. So I was like, fucking, I start hiring designers that do everything. And then we just started offering service to different industries. So we just started doing logos and flyers and cartoon portraits and business card design, just anything that's related to visual branding or graphic design. We started to do that. So it started with just us offering the services for rappers, and then it just evolved into just everything graphic design related.
So it's just almost like you're becoming well known in two different industries, like one in the music and then another in the business industry, as well as just being able to create graphics and logos and things of that sort. So it's like you kind of cross branding a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So one question I meant to ask is, you know, how did you and Terrell even connect? Well, this is a Terrell question because I know he gonna have something funny to say.
You know he
So
gonna say something funny.
how did you two even connect? Like, you know, do you connect your businesses together? You know, I know Terrell said that you all grew up together, but you both are business owners in two different industries. So do you all give each other business advice? Do you kind of coincide your businesses together? Like, give me the background on that.
Okay, so I was taking out the trash one day, and then
Oh God.
I saw this
And
little fat
here
head
we
sticking
go.
behind the trash.
Here we go, man.
No, yeah. So believe it or not, me and John, we got way more tight when we dropped our businesses. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just like the universe put it together on its own. Like I was doing my thing over here, he was doing his thing over here. We from the same zone. We already knew each other. It ain't make no sense not to, you know what I'm saying, start working together. And definitely, John is definitely one of the first people I call when it's time to get advice, get business advice, or anything. Or if I got an idea that I'm about to drop, I'm definitely like, hey, yo, John, what you think about this? What you think about that? Hey, should I do this? Should I do that? And it was mainly John idea about for a couple projects that we did together. Even though he always steal my ideas. He always steal my ideas.
This dude.
All the time. I have a great idea. I shoot it up. He be like, yeah, I'm about to do that. And say I did it. But I just let him have it.
Now, Bree, you know he lying, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I
All
can see. Yeah, I can
Okay.
kind of read in between the lines. Yeah.
right.
I
Yeah. Reading between the lines.
I
Yeah.
told him, I said, bro, you should drop something called Sidebar Hip Hop, where it's a discussion board about hip. And then he did, and time out, now he get all the credit for it. But it's cool. I mean, you know, I'm sharing the wealth.
Yeah, it's your story. I'm gonna let you tell it. I'm gonna let you
know,
tell it, bro.
I sure, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, he is one of the first people I call for like advice, business advice, and life advice. and we definitely be on each other about goals and next projects and creating something new.
Facts.
So that's your side. So what about you, John? What's your side to piggyback off? Because he did give you a lot of props. So what do you have to say in addition to that? What he said.
All right, so like we've been knowing each other for a long time. We from the same hood, Berkeley. You know what I mean? Just a couple streets over. So I always knew Terrell like through, first of all, Terrell, the dude he is now versus how he was back in the day is a complete 180. And I don't think a lot of people know that. Like, cause he doesn't like, he's not really vocal about it, you know what I mean? But the guy that he was when we were younger was like just a straight hood ass fucking knucklehead, you know what I mean? Straight up. But it's like, so the dude that he's become now is a straight business owner, father, all this shit. It's a complete 180. It's why a lot of us that know him, has been knowing him for so long, appreciate what he's doing even more because we've seen what he's come from. You know what I'm saying? So, but shit, we started, we kind of like started our businesses like a little around the same time. I might have had mine started like maybe a few months before or something like that. But we actually started working at the haunted house, the Darkness, together.
Oh yeah.
And that's when like we started to like get real, you know what I mean, close as far as like business ideas and then figuring out ways that we can incorporate our things together. Then shortly after that, we launched a trivia show that we did, Hip-Hop Hot Seat. And Terrell he's a person that he does a lot of shit. Like a lot of shit. Like he has his hands in some of everything, like from rugby, he's a plumber, he's a hoe, he's a
Hold on.
Oh my bad. I let that slip. My bad.
Oh my God. I was like, well, it was sounding so good. And I was like, wait, what? Oh my God. Oh my
Hey,
God. And it got quiet, like, because I think we all had to think about, like, hold on. But go on. Go on.
But no, he's an actor, comedian, host, whatever. So when we did the show, well, when I was starting the show, I was like, it's only one person I want to host this shit. He'd be perfect for it. And then that's when we started to build our business relationship even more, because now we're working together with this project. And the show, we started going to different cities and just filming, just like, and it was like some of the most incredible moments, most fun moments that I've had, just because like we didn't really know what we was doing. We just got a camera, just had these questions. It was like, fuck it, let's go somewhere and just record and see what happened. And it worked. People fucked with it. People still fuck with it. It's performed really well on YouTube. And like, so that was like our first for real project where we really linked up on. And then we would start figuring out ways to incorporate Swoop in things we were doing. And it's organic. It's dope when you can work with people on a business level, but you actually fuck with them in real life, and it's not just strictly business. You know what I mean?
Right, it's not just a business relationship. Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
Aw. Look at you all speaking good things of each other.
I still don't really fuck with dude though.
That's 100. Yeah, I don't like him, but that's 100 though. That's real.
Yeah.
I would take you out to eat, but that costs too much.
Oh my God. Oh God. Okay.
Split out my budget for you, buddy. You paying for your.
Well, alrighty then. So y'all, we gonna take a little break, and when we come back, I'm gonna ask them a few more questions. We gonna get a few more laughs in, and then we go play a little game. So y'all down to play a little game on the second half of the show?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, cool. We'll be back, y'all. All right, y'all, and we are back. So, Terrell, you just celebrated your 2-year anniversary of your business, Swoop, on September 15th. So, congratulations there.
Appreciate that. Right on. Thank you.
So, how has your business changed and progressed since then? Like since you first started to now?
When I first started, it started off with straight pen and paper. I made a post like, hey, I'm doing this and that. We open doing booty call hours. Call whenever you want to. Whenever you need a ride, we got you. First day I dropped, I got to pick up, taking somebody back and forth to the strip club. I had to write it down in a little journal, calculate it on the calculator on my phone, and then jog their info and write a paper receipt. And then slowly, like for like the first 6 months, it was straight paper, me writing and driving. I'm driving while I'm writing, burping my son while I'm writing out the journal and, all this and that. And then it slowly elevated to working straight through the cell phone. So then I had got an accountant to do my taxes and stuff, and they figured out a smart way to journal everybody without me having to do everything. And then now, 2020, 2 years later, we're working on the app to come out. You know what I'm saying? And then we went from one person on the first day, which was probably about 3 people a month for the first 2-3 months, which is now like, now we probably at about like 20 people a month with 15 calls for quotes with at least 40, 50 rides a month, at least. And that's just me being light. So business definitely picked up heavy over the years. Now our Facebook page got about like 1,000 people on it. But our reach is crazy. Our reach is crazy, from homeboy on the streets that need to get to work because he don't got no way to work, to taking a surgeon to work every day, to taking his lawyer to court who was running late and lost his keys or something. It gets crazy, crazy reach. To blind people, helping them grocery shop or something. Like, it's ridiculous.
Dang. Oh, so that's what I was going to ask next. So what's your clientele? So it's lawyers, it's people who just need to get to work, it's blind people you help in the grocery shop. Like what else of a variety do you serve? Like,
Pretty much if you can get in contact with us, we got you. Handicapped people. Like I said, my favorite is the blind people because they just funny. Like, we'll be driving and they'll say something like, Terrell, if you need me to drive, I got it. And I'm like, nah, we cool, bro. We cool, bro.
oh my God.
I'm like, we good, dog. I do the driving. You just chill. You know what I'm saying? All different races. Like, I got amazed and impressed when people call. People ask for rides out of town, 2-3 hours away. They trust us taking their daughter to college and this and that, and like carpooling little kids to baseball practice. It gets crazy.
I know one of the things that you said sets you all apart is just the fact that you all do, you do the carpooling, you do the, you do grocery shopping, you do, what was the other thing you said? If you drunk and you need somebody to drive your car to, take you home or whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty much you provide all these services. Another thing is you said that you all take cash. How can you trust that people, and I know, taxi cab services, do this as well, but how can you trust that somebody's going to give you they money? Like if you only take cash, like you ask for it when you get in, like, okay, I need 10 now and I need the rest later. How can you trust that cash? Because somebody could just get a ride and then start running when they get to their destination.
Right. Which thankfully that hasn't happened yet out of the 2 years. I got a team of good lawyers, you know what I'm saying? And before you ride, I collect all info, email address, photo ID, et cetera, et cetera. So if you do run and you don't pay, we whacking that ass. We coming for you. I don't care if it's $5, $2.50, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We are protected. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna be coming for you if you try to shake out. But also you give the driver cash before you get in. So like, as soon as you get in, like when you sit down, we expecting to get paid. So if you do try to run off, you ain't gonna be running off nowhere but back into the house.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a good way to handle it. Okay, okay. So John, so with you having, the Sidebar Hip Hop group, which has over 45,000 members, and then the actual page has, like your actual business page of it has 21,000. You also have Sidebar Media that's rising too. So what other businesses do you plan on having under the Sidebar sector? Or like what is pretty much your main focus right now? Like which Sidebar, like which sector is your main focus at the moment?
The main focus right now is the graphic design firm. Um, that's become the bread and butter, especially during quarantine. There's been a lot of people that starting businesses, and they've been reaching out because they want to, get logos or business card designs or whatever. And we've been doing more business than ever uh, in with that business. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. So just basically just trying to expand. Like right now, I have like 7 or 8 designers that's contracted through my company right now. So I want to hire at least another 7 or 8 and just try to expand how much business we could take. Because sometimes we get so much business that I have to like turn it away because it's overwhelming. I don't have enough designers for how much work we're getting. So right now the focus is just to expand and just continue that flow of business. I think maybe in the future, I would like to do a label, like a actual like music label. But that's like super like, in the future. It's not something I'm like looking forward to right now because I had to solidify myself in this industry that I'm in right now. But that's always been a goal of mine to like create a label and sign some dope artists. But right now, just the focus is just on the graphic design firm for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about, the music because, like I said, you're taking a switch like on the graphic side, and you built up such a large community, with Sidebar hip hop just overall.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying that, in the future is music. So like
Mm-hmm.
pretty much you look to start a label. So to
Mm-hmm.
piggyback off of that, I have to ask you your thoughts on, the new music, the new hip hop, the new young kids like the NBA, Young Boy, Ride Wave, Corday, NLE Chopper, what's the other guy name? Jack Harlow. What are your thoughts on, the Kanye West that you were listening to when you first really had a love for music to now? Like what are your thoughts on like comparing the older music that we listen to the new music?
Man, it's there's some new guys that I like. There's some guys that's out here doing their thing that I like, but man, a lot of the new stuff just ain't really for me. A lot of it is just super turned, not that lyrical, just whatever. And it's for me, I'm like a laid back dude. Like I like something that I could vibe to, chill to, something that I can listen to and it'll make me think, or I listen to it and I'm like, oh shit, like what made him come up with that? Like that's a dope line or whatever. And some of these guys it's just turn up music. I'm not really a turn up dude, so I can appreciate, what they're doing. It's just not for me. You know what I mean? But like I like Jack Harlow though. Jack Harlow, like I feel like he has a great mixture of like being able to have some with some bop in it, but then also like he's like not sacrificing the bars at all. Like especially on that What's Poppin' record, like that's like a hit.
Mm-hmm.
But like you really listen to what this nigga's saying, like that nigga low key rapping on that motherfucker, like he low key spitting on there. So
Mm-hmm.
like I fuck with him. Ride Wave, he got this song that I fuck with. I think it's called Green Light or some shit like that.
Ooh, that's my shit.
That motherfucker go hard. So I mean, these guys have like they have records or whatever that I fuck with that I appreciate, but overall, I'm not just like sitting down like, oh yeah, I want to hear this new Jack Harlow album, or I want to hear this new Ride Wave. I'm still gonna always gravitate to, the Coles, Jay-Z. Jay-Z is my GOAT of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z, Cole, Drake. I listen to Drake more than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then Terrell will vouch for that. Like we get in
Every
the
time,
car.
time we hop in the goddamn car,
I'm gonna turn on some fucking
I
Drake.
scored bumping Drake. The same song. He start off with the same song every time.
Yeah, it's always the same. I appreciate the rapping Drake. I'm not a big fan of like the super melodic singing simp shit, but
I better find your
Dang, why he gotta
loving.
be a simp?
I better find
Dang.
your
I don't know why he has to be one, but he is. He does it. It works for him. No, women love that shit. But I like when Drake is underrated as fuck as a lyricist. Like Drake can rap. Like for real, for real. So that's the shit I usually go for.
So I'm pretty much in the same boat. Like I still listen to, oh okay, like I said, Big Sean just had an album come out. I'm gonna have to listen to that. Oh okay, J. Cole, if he got an album coming out, I'm listening to it. Like the new guys, I may listen to like a Lil Baby or the Baby album.
Oh, Lil
But
Baby, tough. I fuck with Lil Baby.
Lil Baby is the
Yeah.
one, bro.
Yeah.
he is. Like I
But Danii,
definitely
who
gotta
your
go for
top
Lil
5 all time? I've been wanting to ask
Baby.
you
Talking
this.
to me?
Yeah, I want to say Danii because I
Oh,
keep saying
I
Danii
meant to
Gold.
ask you. Y'all interviewing you.
What?
So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you first because I'm interviewing you. You can't ask me. I'm not the hip hop music connoisseur. You are.
Wow.
So I gotta ask you. How dare him, Terrell? How dare him?
I just been curious, All right, wait, look. We can
Okay.
talk about my top 5, but then you have to give me your top 5 R&B all
R&B.
time.
Okay.
R&B albums. Top 5 R&B albums of all time.
Okay. Okay. Now, okay. I gotta start thinking. Okay. So you go first while I think about this.
Okay, so what am I answering right now?
Okay, your top 3
artists.
or top 5 hip hop artists.
Number 1, hands down, Jay-Z. Number 2, Drake. Number 3, Cole. Number 4, shit. Okay, my number 4 would probably be Big. Then my number 5 would be old Kanye.
Okay.
Old Kanye. Like first 3 album Kanye. Actually, let's make first 3 album Kanye my number 4, and then my number 5 would be Big.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
A nice variety. I'm gonna ask. So I need to kill some time. What about you, Terrell?
My top 5. Let me see. I don't have the exact order yet, so in no certain order, we're gonna say Roddy Ricch. That's my boy. I feel like if I was a rapper, I would be him. Roddy Ricch.
He's too chill. You're not that chill. You can't beat him because he's way too chill.
I'm chill.
But go
See,
on.
before this interview, you thought I was the quiet one. So I'm chill and
I did, and I was proven wrong very fast.
Yeah, public environments, I'm usually the chill one, laid back, don't really say nothing to nobody, you know what I'm saying? Keep pushing, don't talk to nobody. I'm antisocial. But
Yeah.
Wait, you said you antisocial?
Yeah. So Roddy Ricch, Drake.
Okay.
Okay.
Roddy Ricch, Drake, Jay-Z. Low key, people don't know Chris Brown can spit, but Chris Brown can spit. That boy
he can, but you can't count that nigga. Come on, bro. You wild.
Right. I ain't gonna count him.
Yes, you can.
Wait, see, here's the thing. Both of y'all biased as fuck. Like both of y'all biased as fuck, bro. Straight up. So we count Breezy as a straight rapper, like is like your top.
I see what you mean. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how many rap songs does Breezy have?
It's legal, but I mean, when you put it like that.
Like, how many rap songs does he have?
How many rap songs? I mean, he's got at least 5.
But, he more of the, pop thing, but it's whatever.
Okay, so wait, look. So she said he got at least 5. That's like, all right, would you put Drake as a top 5 R&B artist of all time?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not of all time. Not of all time, no.
Or like Nelly. Can Nelly be singing and shit sometimes?
Nah.
Like, I feel like it has to be like
that ain't enough to be categorized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what
This
you're
is a
saying.
different perspective. Like, I mean, if you want to put Breezy as your GOAT rapper of all time, go ahead, bro.
Oh, no. I thought it was like just okay. So we got Roddy Ricch, Drake, Jay-Z, J. Cole. I'm trying to be different from John, but that's really who I feel.
Man, when you start fucking with Jay-Z? I ain't know you fuck with Jay-Z.
What? Bro,
Dude
Jay-Z,
don't even fuck with Jay-Z, bro.
bro, I can't tell you too much of his history in the
All right,
music game.
wait, hold on. What's your favorite Jay-Z album?
The Blueprint.
Bro, you capping, bro. Name five songs off Blueprint right now.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know all that. But
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
him as just because he in my top 5 don't mean I gotta know everything about this nigga.
Bree, you see how I be telling you this nigga just be capping, bro?
This dude. Okay, Blueprint 2.
And you called him out. You was like, how? How? No, you're not even saying. You called both of us out. Like, dang, you got us really thinking.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Dang. Was that you got your top 5, Terrell?
Let me see. I need one more. I don't have these conversations daily, so I'd be needing to think for a minute. Let me see who else. I'm gonna keep it at 4 because I can't really think of nobody else right now that's like will be in my top 5.
Bro, you know who I think you will put in your top 5?
Who?
No cap.
Who?
Reggie's son.
Oh yeah, he definitely fire. Reggie's son is fucking fire. I don't know why I ain't think about him.
You know who that is, Bree?
Bro, I'm so mad.
Well, now I feel like he keep changing his name, but yeah, Shorty the Prince, aka what's his name, Jordan.
Yeah, that nigga
so
cold.
Mad I missed this concert in St. Louis, bro. He just can't. I mean, he was in St. Louis.
He did just have a concert.
I'm so mad.
His shit be looking like it be live, bro. Like,
bro, the vibes on
like for real, bro.
And
I hate that I be missing his shit.
And
but he be so low key about it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
So I'm gonna have to watch him because I need to make sure if he have another concert, I want to listen because I've never heard his music, but he's just been a media official since he was like a kid. So I'm like, okay, I see he getting into music, but I didn't know that he like was straight out here like.
Oh yeah,
like,
that nigga dope.
Hey, you right. I would put him in my top. And his freestyles, bro, that he just dropped.
His freestyles be crazy, bro.
I be wanting to steal them and say they mine, bro.
Bro, like his shit be
coming
crazy.
Up with some shit. He be coming up with some bars that be like for real the way you think, but you don't think to put it in music, and he just be spitting it like,
yeah,
bro.
Dude cold.
Rolling pressure, blowing pressure, but I ain't gonna pressure.
Hey, we got to get Bree him to that song.
Indonesia. Bro, nasty, bro.
Is he on all major streaming sites?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna add his music to my to listen list.
Yeah. Wait, but you ain't off the hook though. What's your top 5 R&B album?
I know you didn't forget. I already know.
All right, I'm just making sure.
All right, so it's gonna be hard for me just to base it upon albums, but for one, like one of the first like R&B albums I listened to when I was a kid because my mom used to play it out was The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Man.
Like that was like one of the best. Like who doesn't still listen to what's it? So of course her. Something a little bit more modern, SZA Control. Still love that album to this day.
She fired too.
Yep.
I'm a Kalani fan, so what's the album? It's called Sexy Sweet Savage. So I really fuck with that album. Pretty much any Chris Brown album.
That's all 50 of them.
Yeah, so that's any Chris Brown, but I really like Heartbreak on the Full Moon and his first album. So that'll be my 4th, and then number 5.
Sound like your album, shit. She said, number 5.
Number 5. That's my thinking singer voice. I don't know. Probably a Rihanna album because I love Rihanna, even though she's like popish, R&B-ish, whatever. So Rihanna, and then I like my old heads, but just an album that I can really remember from like beginning to end, it'll be all of those that I listed. Now, if we talking about just artists overall, I just like I have a lot of favorite artists. Like I love Tiana Taylor. Like I said, I love SZA, Kalani, Chris Brown, Drake. Oh snap! I ain't add Drake on the Drake's albums to my favorite. I really like Nothing Was the Same.
Wait, we
I
talking
really
about
like.
R&B though, ain't we?
Well, technically, that's R&B on it, right? No, it was rap. That was rap. Nope, that was rap. That was rap. But he always do a little. No, and Take Her, he sung a little bit, right?
Man, he sung a little bit. That's not enough to classify as an R&B album, though.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
but he
fine.
definitely
I'll
can
just
touch
stick to who I have then.
I,
Dang, music
I,
connoisseur.
I'm the
Dang,
fucking hip hop police. My bad. But
clearly,
Hey,
clearly.
but
And I'm
hey,
interviewing y'all, and you trying to check me. Ain't this something?
my bad.
hey, but do y'all know
Dang.
who just dropped a fire ass R&B album? I'm talking about So Groovy and Make You Want to Get Married.
Who?
Ooh,
Alicia Keys, bro. She just dropped the album.
really?
It's
Bro, I
so,
heard that she
I
just
mean, I know
dropped the
she
album.
just
I ain't
dropped
heard
the
nothing about it,
album,
though.
but she
bro,
kind
it
of
is
lost her
so fire.
voice.
No, she
She
didn't.
kind of. They say
Mm-mm.
she lost her voice when she took Swiss Beats from his
Jesus
girlfriend wife.
Christ.
She
Oh,
So.
my God.
swallowing too much, but that's on them. But she, oh my god, her
Her
new
voice went with it. Her voice went with it when she got married to Swiss.
her new album is so fire. I'm talking about. I'm on a balcony listening to it, two stepping and shit, playing with the kids, just having a good old day, just loving it off her
Hey,
music.
hey, real quick, before we go to the next question, can I get my top 5 R&B albums real quick?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, sure. Why not, Mr. Hip Hop Head? Go for it.
First of all, I actually love R&B more than I love hip hop. Actually, like
Really?
yeah, like old school R&B mainly. But
So you about to give R&B albums or hip hop albums? But shit,
R&B.
fuck it, do both.
Nah,
Okay.
R&B.
R&B. I gotta see. I have to see what your selection is, what your taste is. And I'm gonna ask you too, Terrell. I'm gonna ask you too, just so we can cover all boards, so I can see like what y'all taste is when it comes to R&B.
Bet.
Okay.
Okay. So number 1 for me, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I listen to that all the time still. Number 2, Baduism by Erykah Badu.
Okay.
Other Side of the Game is like one of my favorite songs ever. That and Next Lifetime. Number
song.
number 3 will probably be Don't Be Cruel by Bobby Brown. That's my shit. Roni is my shit. Let's see. Number 4. Fuck. I would say number 4 would probably be Anita Baker. I'm gonna go ahead and say her greatest hits album. I don't know if that's cheap.
Oh, you one of them R&B heads. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I love Anita Baker. Like she's like one of my favorite artists ever. That's
Never
what's
listened
that?
to none of her albums or her music
For
growing up.
real?
Never.
Wow.
Only like what? Sweet Love and
Angel.
Sweet love.
that's it. Her or what's the other chick name? Sade? Never listened to her music.
Bro, I do not fuck with Sade. I'm not no Sade fan at all. Like not even a little bit. It's boring. Her music is boring to me. Well, we might have to edit that part out because they'll probably crucify me for that. But
no, we're gonna keep all of that, all of the criticism.
Oh
we keeping that.
wow. You want to see my downfall so bad.
Oh, you know what? Just so I don't sound like a hater, I'll snip that out. Okay.
No, fuck it. Let's leave it. I don't even know what my number 5 is though. Shit. Terrell, help me with this, bro. Like, what R&B I be listening to, bro?
Fuck. What dudes you be listening to? I know you listen to a lot of ladies, but there's some dudes. Luther?
I listen to a
Stevie
little bit.
Wonder?
I'm talking about just an album though, like just a straight.
Greatest. You said Anita Baker greatest hits, so technically you can do a greatest hits album with somebody.
Aretha Franklin.
No, I don't listen to no damn Aretha Franklin.
Kevin Campbell.
Stevie Wonder.
Marvin Gaye.
Bro, I can't believe I left
Gaye.
this out. I can't believe
Ray
I left this
Charles.
out. Faith Evans' debut album. Faith. That's my
I've
shit.
never heard anybody say that she heard in a sentence, and I used to straight fuck with her music, but I've never heard anyone even mention her as far as like favorite artists or albums. So
Man, her Faith album is fire. Fire. And then honorable mention, I'll probably put Mary J. Blige, My Life.
yeah,
That's my shit
that's
too.
another one that I remember listening to as a kid. My mama used to play. Was it that one?
Oh,
What's
what's
the
the
one that got I'm
411?
Going Down on?
What's the
Whichever
411?
I'm going down.
that. My
Yeah,
mama
my mama
played
used to
that
play that
out.
shit. Bruh, used to play the fuck out that mother. We just be riding around. She played What's the 411 and My Life. Like, them straight
Yeah.
classics.
And my mama was a big, I don't know what it was with her and MC Light, but she kept playing this MC Light and Escape song over and over. And that's like my early stages of like listening to music is between her and my dad used to play Tupac all the time. So I'm like, all right. So
Do y'all remember the first song that y'all ever knew word for word by heart?
Yeah.
What?
Woke up quick at about noon.
For real?
Yeah, but that's my first song I ever knew word for word. I think I
Or
stayed
a song that we
all day
think
and
we
night.
know word for word. Because I done messed up some songs like, dang, is that what they've been saying?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Bruh, you know what mine was, bruh? Fucking You Make Me Want about Usher, bruh.
You make me want.
Bruh, that was my shit, bro. I don't know what grade I was in.
Oh yeah.
I might have been in kindergarten or first grade or something. I remember listening
That's
to that
horrible.
every morning on the way to school. I would have my mama play that shit, and while she drive me to school, I would sing that song every fucking morning, bruh. Like, and knew it word for word. That's my shit still.
It's crazy the stuff that our parents let us listen to at such a young age. Because when you get older, you be like, well, this came out in 95 or 96. Like, dang, or I was real young. Like, how was I even listening to this? Our parents just did not care.
They did not give no fucks.
At all.
At all. Wait, hold on. Terrell, did you list your, or did I forget? Did you list your top 5 favorite R&B albums or artists?
So mine probably based off my mama, but my top 5 R&B albums would probably be, I don't know, is Prince considered R&B or is he like?
Kind of, sort of. Well, that's like, well, is Michael Jackson considered R&B, or is he more pop? Well, he was the king of pop, so I'll take that back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to
well,
take that
I was
back.
gonna say Prince, but I don't know if that's. I think it's called like O or something, O Signs, something like that. Whitney Houston album. Let me see. I'd probably say Jodeci, Forever My Lady album. I think that's what it's called. Definitely Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Got to be in there. Who else would I say? Let me see. And for a number 5, I might go with. I need help with a number 5.
What we name? What's your name?
R&B album.
Shit, I don't know, bro.
And my mom used to listen to Toni Braxton.
Bro, I love Toni Braxton, bro.
Toni Braxton. I don't know none of her albums, but I'm just throw her in there. Toni Braxton.
Toni Braxton.
She is beautiful.
Okay. And you know, I think I just been sleeping on her overall. Cause then I'll be like, oh, Toni Braxton, she having a concert, whatever. And I'll listen to the songs. I'm like, oh, well, that was a hit. Oh, that song was a hit too. And I'm like, okay, I just think I just sleeping on her. Just overall, just even being younger, because I never really used to listen to her stuff up until I would say like the more recent, like 2000 stuff, like was it Just Being Man About It and like stuff that was like more like country. So
my favorite song from her is probably Love Should Have Brought You Home.
Yeah.
From the Boomerang soundtrack.
Can you sing it for us?
Yeah. Me. All right. Y'all listening?
Yeah, we listening.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. No, I charge people for me to sing, bro, for real.
No, you already cleared your voice.
Yeah, you done warmed up and said your M's. Me.
You already cleared your voice. You gotta.
Dude that hit the
you
do,
can't
re,
go
mi, fa,
nowhere
sol,
but
la,
up
ti,
from
do.
here.
All right, man. Fuck. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is the phone breaking up?
No, it's not.
He full of shit.
So y'all can hear me good?
You know what?
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what? We just gonna go to the next question.
Yeah, we
Matter of
tired.
fact, it's a question. It's a question for you, John.
All right.
So you briefly talked about your clientele with the graphic design business. So like what? So you said at first it started off with artists, and then it's branched off into. I think you even said people in the cosmetology industry, like hairstylists,
Yeah.
beauticians. So what other clientele do you have?
Man, we've worked with, oh, you know what the most interesting industry that we just got in is the adult film industry. Just recently, we had a porn star. She hit me up about she's starting like she's branding herself like on her OnlyFans, and she needed a logo done. That was like hella. I never in a million years would have thought that I would be doing graphic work for porn stars, but it was lit as fuck. Shit,
Wow.
that fucking we worked with auto body shops, real estate agents, shit, chefs. I mean, it's pretty much any industry you could
Personal
think of.
drivers.
Oh yeah, we did Swoop's logo too.
I was gonna definitely ask, like, with y'all being friends, I know y'all definitely have a lot of perks within, being close with each other because you can make his logos, and Terrell, well, you can make Terrell logos, and then also you can get free rides from him probably.
Yeah,
Nope.
no. No, we pay each other for everything. We
Each
pay
other
each
for
other for
everything.
everything. We go
Yeah,
in
like,
on
Or
projects,
you
we
can
split it.
just send people his way too. Like you can
oh
Oh,
send
we
your
yeah, we
do that for
definitely
clients
do
his
sure.
that.
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like y'all vice versa.
Yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
definitely do that. Like we send each other, man, so much business. Like he sent me hella business early on. So anybody I know that ain't got no car, that need ride, be the first person I recommend.
Facts.
But we pay each other full price for anything,
Yep.
That's
any service that we do.
that's that
Yep.
good support.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Wait, was it a different question I was just in the middle of answering before we start talking about that?
Oh, oh yeah, your
Oh
different
yeah.
types of the clientele that you have.
Oh
My bad.
yeah. That's pretty much it. Like it's pretty much any industry. Like we work with some of everybody. Like it's actually crazy. It's been dope though.
Okay, okay. So Terrell, I know you were recently featured on Fox 2 News.
Yes,
Shout out to
sir.
Red Radar because I know that they first did the story on you, and then they also, it was featured in your Fox 2 story. So congratulations on that.
Oh yeah.
Um, so
Thank you.
how has business increased since then? Like ever since you've been featured on the news and all?
I'm gonna be honest, not that much. So like the first day or two after, my phone wouldn't stop ringing. So it brought a certain amount of people to me because they aired my episode after a baseball game. It was supposed to air at like 9 o'clock, the 9 o'clock show, and it's supposed to
Mm-hmm.
air at like 9:30, but the baseball game held it back and it didn't air till like 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
So it probably would have been more effective if we would have strategized on like the time and everything. So it aired like 11:30 on a Friday night or whatever, and then on a Thursday or Friday, and then it aired at 6 in the morning the next day. Then it didn't air at all. So, but the next day my phone was going crazy. I had to call off work. So it was like a quick boost, and then last long as far as like new clientele, but
Mm-hmm.
it definitely gave out a lot of awareness, and it also made me as a company look way more trustworthy because some people it's been reported in like a lot of our competitors about sex trafficking and like sexual harassment on ladies that ride and all this type of crazy shit
Mm-hmm.
going on. So one of my things is when I talk to people and they say, well, how can you guarantee safety? I definitely mention, well, on the episode of Fox 2 News, you can see right here, if you scoot up to 1 minute, 30 seconds, I always send them that because it brings like a more solid foundation when you think of Swoop. We on the news, it's definitely more trustworthy. So that's how it affected businesses. It brought some clientele, but it also brings security into the situation. Like we got stuff to lose. We've been featured on the news, so now it's like we can't bullshit around, or it's definitely like over. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely brought in security for the business, and it shows that we for real out here. Like we're not playing no game.
So in addition to that, like what, like with dealing with safety, are you taking any like extra safety or even health precautions? With COVID still being relevant and messing up everyone's lives out here.
Yeah. So you got to wear a mask. I wear a mask when I drive. My passengers wear a mask. I got some masks that don't got them, but they got to buy them, because these are Swoop masks. And then, I disinfect my car and make sure anybody who drives gets their car disinfected. And I also inspect their cars, check their tires, make sure everything is good, because you can have a blowout at any time, and then, that's, can cause some injury. So I got to pull up and do my rounds on inspecting everybody's car, make sure it's up to date. They got the latest update, new good tires, and everything is pretty good. So the only way somebody would get hurt if it's an accident and not something that we could have stopped. So.
Okay. So another thing is like, what factors do you take into consideration when you're hiring drivers for Swoop? Like, because I know you can't do it all. So what things do you look for when you're hiring drivers for your company?
I look for great drivers that are safe while they're driving, like no texting and driving, no talking on the phone, and all that good stuff that'll distract you from driving. I look for great customer service and patience, because dealing with these customers, they like to add on rides last minute, or like add on extra stops last minute, which you are charging for. But, and I look for like loyalty and somebody that I could trust, because it is some situations where like accepting cash, we got to have people with like integrity to be able to act a certain way how they would normally act without being watched. So they can still do us right and like be honest with me and talk to me about certain situations, and be on the same chord. I also look at backgrounds, and depending on what it is, you might not get hired, but just because you got a background don't mean you ain't gonna get hired. So,
right.
Because I got a background myself, so I'm not finna not hire nobody because they got a background. But if you got a background related to like sexual predator or harassment,
that's the creep shit.
Yeah, then you can't drive for us, bro. Nah, bro.
Oh God.
Nah, bro. Because I also give passengers they driver's information. So who knows? They might do a report themselves and look up something. So yeah.
Okay. So this is a question for both of y'all. So I'll ask John first. So how do you balance your business along with your personal life? Like, do you have a full-time job that you do, and then you also have to, balance working and running, your businesses? How do you do it?
Man, I'm always like working with Sidebar in some type of way, no matter what it is, whether I do a lot of different things. See, I'm a driver for Swoop. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of different things. I'm always like on the clock with my own personal shit. Like anybody that is like an entrepreneur, business owner, they know it's like, man, like you on the clock 24/7 a lot of times. Especially like when you in the early stages really trying to build. I'm not at really a point now where like shit is just super automatic for me or whatever. So I still have to put a lot of, work in. But as far as like balancing that and like other shit, like dating and shit like that, it's kind of difficult sometimes. Cause like, some people you bring them in your life and they don't really understand, what I mean, that you have things that you have to do that, requires a lot of your time.
Right.
I think it's really important. The most important thing is like to surround yourself with people that are kind of like doing something similar in terms of like working for themselves or whatever, because they understand it. And it's not, you know, they're not really tripping off of if you can't answer your phone right now, if you can't come to such and such right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like just trying to find people that understand that lifestyle can be difficult at times. But when you do, it's always a good thing, because not only do they understand, but they can give you advice on certain shit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's always important to keep those type of people around you when you're doing what we do.
Right.
I agree, bro. With the balance thing, I'm absolutely horrible with this whole balance thing. Cause like John said, you kind of got to be on the clock 24/7, and you also got to have an open mind to a lot of things. Because so like with us working like 24/7 and not being as available to loved ones or like females we dating, they automatically assume the worst. So like, say I'm not able to get to my phone, first thing I heard is, "What girl was you with? What bitch was you with?" And it's like, damn, why couldn't I just be working on some homework and gotta be focused right now? Like that's the only combination you can think of is some negative shit like that. And so yeah, the balance thing I'm working on. I don't know how I do it. I don't have. I would tell somebody I'd be there, and then the same day I'd be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna be a little late because some business popped up. But yeah, it's kind of on a 24/7 thing being an entrepreneur. Definitely, if you do got free time, you always want to catch up a little bit or get a little ahead. Or I just enjoy working on shit like that, so I would automatically choose to do some work instead of like going on a date or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
people can definitely come in your life and expect changes off the rip, but that ain't happening, bro, when you on a mission. So
I can respect that. I can respect that. So, one of my last questions is, so what do you have planned for either the remainder of the year, or just your vision moving forward for Swoop? Like you're doing what you're doing now, so like what vision do you see for it? Or what vision do you want, the business to have, let's say a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years, so on and so forth.
definitely plan to take flight, if you know what I mean, in a little sense. So we definitely working on this app, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be known as not just the general basis of when you need a ride here and there, but like when celebrities come in St. Louis, I want them to know like Swoop is who you ride there. I want them to come to St. Louis, and one of the things they want to experience is riding with Swoop, a black-owned transportation service. They driver gonna be cool as fuck and with the shits along with them. You know what I'm saying? But further down the future, we want to have what do you call it? Air transportation company. So then you'll be boarding Swoop airplanes. You know what I'm saying? So
That'd be dope. That
yeah,
sounds expensive, but
that's
that'd be
part of our
dope.
That sounds expensive as fuck.
that's part of our vision though. If they could do it, we could do it too, mofo.
Oh God.
And we
You're right.
trying to take
You're
flight.
right.
So, yeah.
Okay, okay. What about you, John? Like what do you foresee for the future when it comes to Sidebar overall? I know you said you wanted to eventually start your own label, but in addition to that, what else are you looking forward to with your business?
I want to create more shows. Like I was talking earlier about the hip hop hot seat that we got.
Mhm.
I just want to do more shows. I have ideas for like at least 4 different shows right now that I've written down. I talked about some of them with Terrell, and it's I really just want to hone in on that at some point. The most difficult thing is like with that is like the budget. Like some of these shows, like these ideas are gonna cost a lot of fucking money to
Mm,
execute it at the level that we would like to. But that's definitely something I would like to do, just create more shows. And I want to have like my own like hip hop streaming service for like shows. You know what I mean, where we could put
that'd
the
be what's
shows that
up.
we create We could put podcasts on there that other people have. Like we could put little short movies that people have, or anything that's like just related to the culture in some way. We just create a platform for it, like kind of like a Netflix of like, you know, hip hop content or whatever. That's like a super long term goal. There's a lot of fucking shit that goes into doing that, but it's definitely something I would like to do at some point in time, and I plan to do it. But you know, it's gonna take a little time though.
Well, hey, go for it. Don't lose the vision. Neither one of y'all, don't lose the vision, you know, because both of what you all have is different. And, you know, there's not always a business specifically like yours. So whatever ideas you all got, just make sure you copyright and trademark it, LLC, all of that stuff, you know, because you never
Facts.
know. People may try to take y'all ideas. So,
Man, that happened to us not too long ago. But you know,
what?
yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. We were like pitching our show like after we got a few episodes on our belt. We was trying to get it to a bigger audience, a bigger platform. And I'm not even gonna say the company, but it's a very big company we pitched it to, and this was like maybe in like November, maybe December. It's probably December. I sent them like 3 episodes, you know, to whoever it was. It's like one of their people that's in their marketing department or whatever. And they you said what?
And then they ass dropped one.
And they dropped a show literally exactly the same shit as ours. Like, I mean, it bit the same style that we have as far as like the editing and shit, because our shit is like edited a certain way that helps make it even funnier. And they took everything about it, and you know, they never responded, and they just launched their own shit a few months later that was exactly like our shit.
That's hella funny.
Man, that's messed up. You got lawyers for that?
Man, it's like we can't really have a leg to stand on with it, because it's like, how can I even like trademark that style of editing? You know what I mean? Like,
but it's the fact that I sent this to y'all as an idea and y'all stole it and y'all never responded back. And this is the date that y'all uploaded it versus these are the dates that I've uploaded my stuff, which is months in advance or years in advance. Like, I mean, the proof is in the receipts and the dates. But
I mean, they also are a music based channel or whatever. So I feel like they could say stuff like, "We didn't even open it."
Right, because how big they are. You're like, yeah, we never even saw that email. We never, like, bro, y'all saw it and y'all bit the fuck out of our shit. Like,
man, I'm like, man, I'd be like, y'all's a damn lie, and I know y'all lying. Like,
they bit the fuck out of it, and it like that shit hurt like a mother, because it's like, bro, we was putting so much work into that shit, like so much work into it, and they just took it. And it's like, you could do that when you are big enough, and you know what I mean. You got a company that's small like mine. It's like, what? I can't really do much shit. They have way more money, way more power, way more leverage. It just kind of is what it is. Just kind of take that on the chin and just learn moving forward.
Yep.
It's fucked up, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, that'll piss me off. But luckily, you're a bigger person, and you can, just take the L.
You just set him up. You knew he was gonna take. You knew he was gonna take that.
Oh my God!
You knew he was gonna take that.
Right.
Oh my God!
You're fucking right, Bree. Big ass. Bigger
I know him
I
so
am
much.
so sorry. Oh
Bree,
my God!
Bree, listen, I know him so much.
I have to find a different verbiage for that. So
as soon as
you're
you said
a better person than I am. There we go.
As soon as you said that, literally as soon as it came out your mouth, I was like, he gonna run with that.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. I meant you're a better person than I am.
That's why he's a fucking idiot, man. This dude is a fucking moron, bro.
He plays all day, but that's okay because
that boy. Oh man,
it's all good because
at least I ain't the only one that's seen.
We're about to play a little game. Since you like to play all day, Terrell. So
bet, let's
your segues are crazy though. Like,
hey,
oh
it's
God,
it's a gift. It's a
right.
gift.
It really is.
Facts.
So the game is for both of y'all, not specifically Terrell, the game player, but the game is called Loading the Garbage. It's pretty much a this or that. So I'm gonna give you two options, both of y'all. I'm gonna give y'all two options, and you'll pick which one is golden and which one is garbage. Or if you don't want to, say that the other is garbage, then you can just say, oh, well, this one's more golden. So that sound cool with y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So when it comes to STL food, if you had to pick, let's say you was going on a road trip, you wasn't coming back to St. Louis for a while, which one would you buy if you only had one choice? Would you buy some Chinese food or would you buy some emos? I'll start with the game player, Terrell. Let's start with you.
Ooh, Chinese food or some emos? Dang, that's tough.
Oh God, it is.
Ooh, that's real tough. That's real tough. But I would have to say, I would have to say emos.
Okay.
I'm going with emos.
Okay. What about you, John?
I'm gonna say Chinese for sure. I'm gonna say Chinese because I feel like I get much more of a variety. I can do a lot of different things with Chinese, whereas like emos, I mean, you can do some pizza, some wings, and like some grilled cheese bread or some shit like that.
Garlic cheese bread, and if you like the toasted ravioli, I have never had the toasted ravioli.
Toasted ravioli
but see, I'm not the biggest fan of Provel cheese either, though, man. Like that should be a little too creamy and just too, I don't know.
Fat people.
I love it on the emos. That's the only time I would actually eat it is just on the emos pizza. It's just something about it. It just gives it that extra
Yeah, I gotta be in the mood for that shit. Cause at the wrong time, that emos cheese and straight make me kind of nauseated, bro. I ain't gonna fake it, bro. Straight, that should be a little too much. But Chinese, that's a go all the time.
Okay, what's your favorite Chinese food? Like, what do you get? What's your order?
I'm off top. I'm getting special fried rice.
Special fried rice, yes sir. Crab back on.
No pork. I get extra shrimp instead of pork in there.
I get extra bean sprouts.
You get extra. That's why your breath smell like that.
No, that's
that's exactly why.
Hey, Bree, so why you gotta laugh extra hard on his jokes and not mine?
I'm sorry.
I think you biased,
I have to because I had an open joke for him and you talked about him, so I have to make up for it. So
okay, so it's fake. Okay, right. Cool, bet. Yeah, so extra bean sprouts. And,
okay.
I use sometimes I get.
Wait, hold on. I was talking, little dude. What are you doing right now? That's crazy.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, we talking about food. I'm gonna let you have the flow.
Yeah, please let me have the flow.
Wow.
This is why I shine right now. You wild.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Do your thing, bro.
All right. So definitely special fried rice, no pork, extra shrimp. I gotta get the no bean sprouts in mine.
Yeah, no.
And egg foo young gravy on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And then gotta wash it down with a tropical punch mystic.
Okay.
That's my go-to right there. Whole order.
Okay. What about you, Terrell? What do you get from emos? What would be your last to-go meal?
Ooh, from emos, I get that good old pepperoni and bacon, thin crust pizza. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a hot wings. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a
you taking the hot wings over the sweet tangy wings?
Yeah, I'm going from emos. Yeah, I like the hot wings better than sweet and tangy.
Mm-hmm. I like them sweet tangies.
Oh God, this nigga bugging. I don't think I even had the hot wings before. I've only had the sweet and tangy wings.
I mean, they both fire.
You're not missing nothing because when I had it, oh my God, I was like, what is this? Like all this time I've been wondering what it tastes like, and I'm like, it didn't taste like shit. So you're not missing out on anything. Maybe I just had a bad order. Maybe the place I went to, they didn't make it with love or something.
Yeah, all emos are not created equally, man.
Exactly.
At all.
That's a fact.
Oh, okay, well, my bad, Terrell. Finish your order. Yeah. My bad.
You know what I'm saying? Get some cinnamon bread sticks, and we out.
Ooh, how are those? I ain't never had them before.
They are fire. They come with that little cream cheese or whatever it is. You dip them in.
Icing? The icing?
Icing. Yeah, the icing, whatever. Fire.
Ooh.
Fire.
Let's see. Since I didn't have to pick either or, so I'll tell y'all what I'm going to get from both. So some Chinese food, I'm going to get a half order of, let me see. I get a half order of plain fried rice, depending on where I get it from, because sometimes when I eat the chicken or the beef, it be too chewy, like it don't be cooked all the way.
Yeah, shit be tasting kind of gamey sometimes. It don't be tasting
Yeah,
like no regular meat.
yeah. So I do a half order of plain rice. Um, no onions, but I gotta make sure I have egg in it, and with gravy. And I'm gonna get an order of chicken wings, and then a bottle pineapple best, because pineapple is the best. And
Yep.
Okay.
then for emos, I'm real regular because I don't eat pork, so I just do a pizza. So I do a medium cheese pizza, and some cheese garlic bread. And if they have Pepsi, a Pepsi on the side.
Bro, they
So I'm
garlic
real.
cheese bread hella good, bro.
I know it's the provolone cheese.
Bro,
That's
listen
what
though,
they.
listen though. Hold on, I got a question for y'all. All right, y'all both had Little Caesars Italian cheese bread, right?
Nah, I ain't know Little Caesars. Mm-mm. If
Terrell,
I
you
did,
had it?
it was a while ago.
Yeah, I had it.
All right,
I
would you
ain't
take
seen no
the
open
Italian
little
cheese
Caesars.
bread over Emo's garlic cheese bread? Which one would you choose between them two?
Mm,
Hey, Little Caesars came through with theirs.
Bruh,
Little Caesars
mm.
came
Bree,
through with theirs.
you making that face because you ain't had it. You making that face because you ain't had it.
Emos
Listen,
had they, bro. Emos did a little
I
too
feel like
much
I
on
have,
theirs.
but it was so long ago, and clearly it wasn't memorable. So.
nah, it's special. It's special. For real, for real. It's really fucking good. You gotta try it.
It is for real.
Okay, I have to find one first because who are they even still in business at this point? Because I don't see Little Caesars like that.
No
All right.
idea.
So
Yeah, they still in business. Hey, you get disrespectful, man. Like you wildin'. Little Caesars is the truth still. I'm not really crazy about their pizza, but they Italian cheese bread is the fucking best, bro.
okay,
For real, for
fine.
real.
I shall try it one day. One
Yeah.
day. So the next question is a music question. So if you had to pick, which one would you say is golden? J. Cole or Drake? Since you love Drake so much, John, who would you pick?
It's easy.
For real, you gonna do this? Uh,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go with my nigga Wheelchair Jimmy, dog. Got
Yeah,
to.
me too.
Oh my
Because
God.
variety mostly.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I agree. So both of y'all both pick Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'm
gotta go with
Drake.
him, man.
Okay, okay.
But Cole ain't far from it, and Drake got a huge variety. But
Yeah,
Cole,
Yeah,
Cole, my nigga, man. Like Cole is my nigga, but I'm gonna have to go with Drake.
yeah. I agree. I agree. So the next question is another music question. So would y'all pick an album over a mixtape? And by that I mean, with mixtapes, you can, use the unlimited samples. Like back in the day, if you was downloading music on like Dat Piff or live mixtapes, you know how Lil Wayne did what was
Uh-huh.
it, No Ceiling. So
Yeah.
would you pick to listen to like a mixtape or album? Like which one do you think, depending on who you're listening to, is better out of the bunch? I'll start with you, Terrell.
uh, I think I want to say mixtape because the feeling of a mixtape is like you in classroom but got a sub and it's live, it's lit, it's free. You ain't too worried. It's just like get this off my chest. We having fun. But an album is more like the teacher back. All right, now you gotta take a final. It's more serious and more.
Bruh, album is like not only is the regular teacher there, but they boss is in there taking notes too of the
You know what I'm
class.
saying? It's like
Yeah.
way more like serious, way more like okay, let me be strategic and crafty and creative, and you got to please everybody with the album. It's like mixtape is kind of just like fuck it, we about to do what the fuck we do, like
Oh God.
whatever it is.
Okay, okay. What about you, John?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with them. It's just the creative freedom I feel like people have with mixtapes.
Mhm.
They can do a lot more. They have to worry about a lot less, and it's usually mixtapes. I feel like are usually catered to their core fan base. You know what I mean? Like, and they day one. So like Cole, like he'll get a lot of love for dropping shit like Born Center, which was a great body of work, or 2014 Forest Hills Drive, shit like that. But like if Cole was to announce right now today that he's dropping a fucking Friday Night Lights 2 or warm up 2, like it literally would fucking everybody would go crazy off of that. You know what I mean? It would just get a different, because people be like, oh shit, like automatically it takes them to that time where they heard that first mixtape. And you know, a lot of us have a lot of memories with, you know, some of these mixtapes. Like the warm up for me, my freshman year in college, you know what I mean? I lived to that project. You know what I'm saying? So it would automatically, I would be thinking I'm getting another one of those. And I know it's gonna be loaded up with the bars. I know it's gonna be sample heavy. I love samples. I know it's gonna be a lot less formal. And I appreciate that type of music.
Yeah. It's just something about a mixtape too, where it's just freestyle heavy. It's just like you just going, like what you said, Terrell, just going off the head. You can just do what you want. It's just free, versus an album. It's a little bit more structured. You know, it takes a little bit more thought, versus with a mixtape, you just going off of whatever, saying how you feel. Like it don't even matter. So, okay. I agree with both of y'all. So this is a business question. So who would y'all take, if y'all had to pick one person to take business advice from, who would you choose? Diddy, Jay-Z, or Master P? I'll ask, I don't know, whichever one of y'all want to answer first.
John, go first.
All right, wait, who is it again? Honestly, it don't even matter.
Diddy.
I'm going with Jay.
Okay. Well, okay.
Jay is like one of my favorite fucking human beings ever in the history of fucking ever. Like from artist standpoint and like especially business, you know what I mean? Like just everything he does is just so strategic and calculated, and I would 100% listen to him. I would love to have a conversation with him and just kind of pick his brain on some like ideas that I have on how to execute it and, you know, make it you know, as big as it can be. So without a doubt, it would be Jay for me.
Okay. What about you, Terrell?
I agree, definitely Jay-Z. But Master P ain't too far, but Jay-Z is shaking him. Like Jay-Z definitely. I feel like working with Jay-Z or getting business advice from him. He do everything to the T, everything legal, everything. I feel like everything is all the way across the board clean with Jay-Z. With Master P, I still feel like he a hustler and just trying to tap into everything he can just because he could do it, like Bleach and this and that. And I don't think he really focused on like actually making a business super successful. P. Diddy, I don't even know where the fuck he is. I don't know.
Well, you know, he created a black network, Revolt. So you can't count him 100% out. He slept when, you know, all these artists on Bad Boy, and just all of a sudden they just fell off. Like it's not too many long-lasting successful artists on Bad Boy, but
yeah,
he started Revolt and Ciroc too. So
that's pretty smart. But I think out of them three, I think Diddy in third for some reason. I don't know why, but I definitely had to go with my boy Jay, and his fucking wife is Beyonce. What are you talking about? We got two of them in there. We about to get the best advice in the world.
Oh God.
Right. Then you got Master P, who created Rap Snacks, and I love me some little Romeo Rap Snacks.
That was a good idea.
The Romeos are probably like my top 3
them
favorites.
motherfuckers hella good. Did y'all used to eat the Pretty Willy ones back in the day though? Y'all never had them ones?
Do y'all know which one's the best, bro? Cardi B, habanero popcorn. Oh my God.
Really?
You told me about
she
them
has
before.
like 3 or 4 different kinds. I like Migos and Lil Romeos. I have still never tried Cardi, so I'm gonna have to
you gotta get Cardi habanero popcorn. She did it with that one. That was the one.
Okay.
Yeah, them little. Wait, hold on. Master P owns Rap Snacks.
Yeah.
Nigga, I straight did not know that. Nah, y'all.
Well, look, you learn something new every day. I'm surprised because the first voice was Lil Romeo, so.
You're right. But like they had Pretty Willy ones too, bro. I can't believe y'all never had them, bro.
And they had Murphy Lee
and
Young Jock and Boosie.
I think Magic had. But first of all, let's talk about this real quick. Hold on, nigga. The Boosie ones taste just like Red Hot Ripley's, bro.
Really?
Have y'all had them? Bro, they taste just
No.
like
But I
fucking
feel like somebody told me that. They said that it had that
yeah,
spice like Red Hot Red Hot. So
yeah. They taste just like them. It's crazy, actually.
oh, so I got another question. So speaking of chips, so which chips would y'all pick? Red Hot Ripless, or they used to be called Sundance chips, but now they just called what are they called? They just call like the regular corn chips. The name of the brand changed. But do y'all know what I'm talking about?
What?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about.
I
Yeah.
don't know the new brand though.
Bro, OVN make them now, I think.
Yeah,
What the
oh
hell?
yeah, they do. But they was called Sundance chips, but it's still the same. It still tastes the same. It's just the branding of it changed.
Okay, wait,
So
hold on. Wait, real quick. Master P doesn't own Rap Snacks. James Lindsay.
what?
Yeah,
Oh, so
James
Master P
Lindsay.
partnered with him or something.
Yeah, he partnered with him. James Lindsay is the
Oh,
founder
okay.
and CEO of Rap Snacks. Master P partnered with James Lindsay to relaunch Rap Snacks.
Okay.
Oh well, dang. I thought he always owned
I
it.
And
wasn't
I
trying to
think
call him by
he
I just wanted us to all have the proper knowledge. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Master P do own rap noodles though, the rap ramen.
I haven't
Have y'all
had those.
tried
That seems
them
like
yet?
something you
Because
eat.
I haven't tried them yet.
Yeah, they weak. They ain't got enough flavor.
Uh.
Like
Terrell is like a fucking ramen connoisseur, bro.
yeah, bro. Them mugs
Yeah.
is not all that. It's a great concept, but didn't execute. We need a little more flavoring, and a little more noodles.
So everything. They just need to
Right.
start over and go back to the factory, is what you're
Oh
saying.
God.
You know what I'm saying? I had to sauce them up when I made the noodles. You gotta put some seasoning in them things.
You had all of them?
Yeah, I had all of them before. Master
What-
P got like creamy chicken gumbo or something. I think E40 is the other one. Lil Boosie got Louisiana. No, Master P got spicy chicken. I think E40 might have gumbo, and then Lil Boosie got like spicy something. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Oh, that's what it is. E40 got beef prime rib. Lil Boosie got
What?
Louisiana hot spicy
That
chicken.
shit sounds so ghetto. Oh my God.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
God.
Beef prime rib. Like what? And Lil Boosie got Louisiana hot and spicy chicken, and then Master P got creamy chicken gumbo. And we need some different flavors or like more flavor of those. Like
Of all of them. Okay.
yeah.
So they just got to go back to the factory. Okay,
Yeah,
so I won't try it until they rebrand again, because clearly they need to rebrand. And I don't want to have to spend. Well, I'm guessing they like, what's the price range?
They're about the same. They only come in a cup. They don't come in like a noodle pack. But they about the same. Probably get about $3-4 somewhere up in there. About the same
Oh
price.
yeah. I just save my little coins and pay the little 15 cent or 30 cent on the regular brand and just go from there. Cause yeah, no, I'll wait until they figure that out. So my last golden or garbage question is about STL teams. So if y'all had the option to bring back a team, which would it be? Would y'all bring back the Rams and make them the St. Louis Rams? Or would y'all bring back a St. Louis team and make them St. Louis? I think it was the St. Louis Hawks, but now they Atlanta Hawks. But would y'all bring back a basketball team or a football team?
Who going first? You going first, Terrell?
Yeah, I go first. I would definitely bring back the basketball team. We need a basketball squad. We need a basketball squad. We got a fucking XFL football team. That's cool enough. You know what I'm saying? The Rams had their time here. They was originally from LA anyway. Then they came to St. Louis. Now they back to LA. Y'all stay y'all ass over there. We want the basketball squad.
Okay. What
Okay, I
about you
would
guys?
say I would agree with that. Honestly, I don't watch sports at all. But
What?
yeah, I'm not no sports nigga. But I used to be a really big football fan. The whole cap shit made me stop fucking with them altogether. So I don't really give a fuck if we got a football team or not. If I had to choose, it would just be basketball, just off the strength. I feel like a basketball team, a professional basketball team would thrive like a motherfucker here in St. Louis.
Like a motherfucker.
like really big. Like it would be huge. And I think it would be good for the city anyway. You know what I mean? Like just for a lot of different reasons. Bring a lot of jobs here. Just create a lot of different opportunities for the city. So I would say basketball. Football had its chance, whatever. Who gives a fuck about the NFL? It is what it is. So yeah, my vote would be for a Saint. We could change the name. Let's not do St. Louis Hawks. Let's be something else. We got enough birds here. You know what I mean? Let's do something else.
Yeah, it'd be
right.
St. Louis.
You're right.
Like we could. I don't even know what we would name it, but it's not the Hawks. But I would definitely be all for that though. I would actually go to a game. Like I said, I'm not even no sports ass nigga, but just off the strength, I would definitely go to a game.
Yeah, I agree. I'd probably pick basketball too, just because to me it's easier to follow basketball. With football, I can't tell who got the ball, what all these downs mean. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And with football, like
I'm
I've been
like,
to a lot
okay,
of
he
Rams
got the
games.
ball.
Like it's much easier to follow it on TV when it comes to football than it is following it in person. Like in person, it's just like a whole bunch of just shit going on. You can hardly tell what the fuck going on. But with basketball, I think that would be, man, like, and then it would be a lot more for like black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, like niggas love basketball straight up. So
Absolutely.
And on top of that, bro, the NBA be in tune with the culture, bro. The
man,
NBA,
that's what I'm saying.
They be in tune, but they the first ones to be. They set the trends on all the leagues. Like they the first ones to do the little virtual fans in the crowd. They always the first ones to make like a public message about some shit that happened in the world. Like the NBA,
all the time. Like they listen. Like their organization listens, because I think that like it's majority black people in it. All the players are majority black, so it's like, well, shit. If this police brutality going on against our race, then we ain't gonna play, or we gonna take a stand. So of course the organization, they gonna try to comply. Like, okay, well maybe we should hear them out, because if they're not playing, we're not making money. So I feel like they're definitely way more heard, and they definitely, they take a stand more. So I respect it.
You know who takes a stand even more than them? The WNBA.
Really,
The
I feel
WNBA.
bad because I'm a woman and I don't even pay attention to it.
Oh man, they are super, like, it's crazy. Like they are the first ones on board with that shit. Like for like standing up for, you know what I mean, any social injustice or whatever. Like they're fucking 100 toes behind the movement at all times. And it sucks that they don't get as much shine, like not even as close to as much shine as they should be getting, or pay or whatever. But it makes sense.
I heard sucks.
Yeah, no, the pay is super crazy. Like, but it's they definitely are like on the front lines with that shit.
That's what's up. Well, hopefully, someone with a bunch of money listens to my podcast and they hear us that we want a basketball team back.
Yeah.
St. Louis, because it's needed. We got hockey, which is cool. We got baseball, but half of the Cardinals players caught COVID, so I don't know what's going on with them. So we need a basketball team for sure.
Yeah.
But that's all the questions I got for y'all. It's been a very fun episode because y'all are both goofballs. Y'all have an amazing chemistry together. So I appreciate y'all coming on to the show. So where can people follow y'all and all that good stuff? You can start, Terrell.
All right, you can follow John at The Biggest Loser at
Oh my God.
Oh, you talking about me. All right, you can follow me. Follow me on Instagram at T_RELLXJ. That's TRELXJ. And then you can follow Swoop on Instagram at Swoop Services. Make sure you follow us. We follow back.
That's cap. Y'all ain't following me back yet, but whatever.
My
shit is, bro. So this nigga do not be following people back, bro.
Bro, what page I ain't following y'all back on?
My Danii Go page, but we'll talk about that off air. But you go ahead, John. Where can I follow you at?
Okay, so on Instagram, which I got to get my Instagram game up. I'm trash with it. But Sidebar Hiphop, all one word. YouTube Sidebar Hiphop. Facebook, same group. We got a group, the Sidebar, as Bree mentioned, it's got, you know, just a little 40,000, 45,000 people in there or whatever, you know what I mean? You can follow that. You know, some slight, you know what I mean? You got that. And yeah, you follow my personal page on Facebook. You want to tap in with a real nigga, John Pate. And yeah, that's it.
All right. If they want to tap in with a real nigga, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been fun, y'all. Until next time, we're out. Toodles.